Yeet, yeet, yeet. We did it. He did it. Triple H pulled the trigger, and now we've got a new and reigning Intercontinental Champion in Jey Uso. Oh, man. Yes, 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 yes. This is everything, guys. This is everything, guys and girls, because this means more than just a simple title change, which is refreshing just in of itself, that statement alone, because I remember when the Intercontinental Championship meant pretty much nothing, and that was like a 20-year time frame. It's almost like Razor Ramon / Goldust was the last time it meant something. Ever since then, the Intercontinental Championship has had its ups and downs, but more downs than ups, and now, ever since Gunther has held the title, wow, it means something. It means something. It's so refreshing to have a secondary belt that is like prized and people want. Jey Uso, the new champion, finally, main event Jey Uso. I watched it and have a reaction video on the channel. I'll put it up there, and you can see during it, I'm like, oh, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. I didn't believe they were going to do it. I really didn't. The only thing that made me think that maybe, sort of, they won, maybe do it, was the fact that he failed 6 times to win a singles championship. And I thought, man, the fact that they're bringing that up so much makes me think they might do it. But then again, I thought, okay, well, then he loses the 7th time and he gets really upset that we have a tweak of the character where we have a more vicious good guy Jey Uso, or who knows, maybe this was Jimmy coming back to start saying something like, see, you're not a singles guy, whatever the case may be. He's a singles guy. He won the championship. And if you want to win the title just like main event Jey Uso, all you got to do is comment below. Once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to give this bad boy away, and then you can have your own title. You don't have to have 6 tries before you get it. All you got to do is comment. And why am I doing this? I want to become a full-time YouTuber. The day job, it gets in the way. I'm trying to film this video before I go to work. Can I do it? I don't know. We'll see. If it comes up Tuesday before 11, I did it. If it comes up Tuesday at 8 p.m., I didn't do it. So just help me out, comment below, get my engagement up, but let's keep talking about Jey Uso and this amazing, amazing victory. So this video is kind of like a celebration and excitement for Jey Uso, but it's also kind of like, you know, where do we go from here? What is happening? There are ramifications by this win that's going to be felt through WWE, and it's like good stuff though, good ramifications, because it just shows the direction and how Triple H is kind of like where he's at, and I'm just loving it. And so is the internet. You can go and watch a lot of people reacting to Jey Uso winning the title, and most are saying this, if you watch the videos, what? I can't believe they actually did it, and then they are excited. We were on the cusp of all giving up on Jey Uso. We really were on the cusp of just giving up on the main event moniker of Jey Uso, and we were all resigned to just saying yeet until he rejoined the bloodline / the Usos. Do not say, see, you just gotta let Papa H cook. Nope. Just like in my other video, I said I believe Triple H is willing to pivot, and he listens to the crowd, and the crowd not necessarily being the audience, even though the audience is in love with Jey Uso, he also listens to the crowd, the worldwide crowd, the internet, Twitter, and all of that. While he doesn't allow it to completely affect every decision, I do believe it affects decisions, because there's no way do I think that Triple H really wanted Bron Breakker to have a 4 to 6 week title reign. I just don't think that, but I'm very, very happy that Triple H was willing to just say, you know what, let's just pause the Bron Breakker experiment and put it on Jey for the time being. And that was just beautiful stuff. I do feel bad for Bron Breakker. I do like Bron Breakker. I feel Bron Breakker is definitely 100% championship material, and I really enjoyed how he talked about that belt and how the belt was made for him. He made the belt feel special as well. Unfortunately, the timing was just not there. In a perfect world, they would have gave Chad Gable the belt, and it would be Chad Gable now losing the Intercontinental title to Jey Uso, and then maybe Bron Breakker could be the one to take it off Jey Uso in a couple months. And because I don't like that Bron Breakker lost. However, being that we were in the situation that we were in, I believe it was the right call, and I'm very happy that he lost, considering. Does that make sense? We're not in a perfect world. things happened and we corrected it though, and so that is what I'm happy about. Bron Breakker has a long and healthy career ahead of him. Losing the title won't really matter in the long run, and they can make it part of his character too, because they kind of do that where they say, you know, he's kind of a little bit too egotistical, too cocky of a character, and that is his downfall, that he is his own greatest enemy. It's not that Jey Uso really beat him, but it's Bron Breakker that beat him, and that's evident in that he could have pinned him one time, but then he started doing the Steiner push-ups, stuff like that. He just takes his opponent too lightly, and then they beat him, so they can make this into part of his character. That will be great for him. But this is the Jey Uso video, and yeah, just great stuff. Maybe the Jey Uso Triple H video, because there are signs that this victory implies certain things and directions for the future of WWE as a whole, and I think it's very good. For one, we know the Intercontinental Championship is important. We have it main eventing Raw, and it feels like a main event, so we know it's important. We know now that Jey Uso is a single star, a main event player, because he feels like it after winning that championship. Now we gotta see what his feuds are after this, but regardless, let's just focus on the moment. We also know Triple H willing to pivot. Again, no way do I think that it was meant for Bron Breakker to have a 4 to 6 week title reign. I just don't believe it, but it happened, and that's awesome. I love that Triple H is willing to go against his own booking in order to do what is best for business, give the crowd what they want. I'm not sure how to really phrase that, but I think it was a great thing. Also, Raws now are must-see TV. SmackDowns are now must-see TV. Championships can change. For this Intercontinental Championship to just change on a random Raw, not even the Raw before the PLE, just on a Raw, that's a big deal. That is a big deal. And now you kind of have to tune in every Raw because you don't know what's going to happen, and that's great TV. Plus, next week, we're going to have Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman, which has been one of the best feuds, and it's just two big dudes just slamming into each other, and it's a last man standing match. This is PLE worthy, and we've got it on Raw. The Intercontinental title match with Jey Uso finally winning his first title, the feel-good moment, we got that on Raw. We have really good feuds on SmackDown, from Chelsea Green and Meacham in garbage matches with vignettes on SmackDown. LA Knight defending his championship multiple times on SmackDown. Andrade and Carmelo Hayes in a pretty decent feud of their own on SmackDown. There's just so many good things happening everywhere, and it just shows that we can't necessarily tune out, because even if something isn't going to make it to the PLE, it's still going to have ramifications for WWE as a whole, and it's just happening on random Raws. This is it. This is so good, and it's only going to get better. It's literally only going to get better because we're about to move to Netflix, and we can just watch things whenever we want, and I'm just really happy. This championship win means so much for Jey Uso, the character, and WWE as a whole. It's showing that Triple H can pivot. It's showing Triple H will let the crowd anoint someone. It shows that Monday Night Raws and SmackDowns can be mini PLEs and just progress the storyline of other stories while having their own contained stories, and just, oh yeah. And yeah, so I don't know, that's the video. I don't know, I just was like excited, and sometimes the excitement boils over and I just have to press record. I appreciate every single one of you, the subscribers, the commenters, the lurkers, every one of you. You're making this channel grow. You're helping me achieve my dream. Jey Uso, Bron Breakker, Triple H, amazing work. Guys, girls, have a great day.